All right, so once you have set up your course that I covered in the previous video on deactivating plans and units and resources that you don't want students and parents to see, and you've set up your plan settings, there's a couple more things now we're going to take a look at when you're actually ready to start building your lessons. So first is under the More tab up here. If you need to add any other teachers to your course, so if you have teachers on your team that you want to be sharing plans with, or they'll be sharing plans with you, or in the communication arts, the writing and the reading pairs at the elementary school, some examples like that, you're going to go to Participants, and you'll go to Add, and you'll search for the participant that you want to add to the course. You'll find the participant, and if they're not already part of the course, you can select the student, the person that you're trying to add, and you can add them as a teacher or as a student. And you will click Add, and that will add them to your course. Also, under the More tab, you'll be able to see course groups. And so this is in here, if you have switching partners at the elementary school, for example, you should have some groups already created here. Or if this is your course and you've decided that you have a certain set of students or a group of kids that you're going to interact with on a regular basis that you want to assign some specific things to, you can create a set, you can grab some of them and then complete, and that'll create a group with those participants in that group. And now there's a test group there. So these are under the More tab, Participants and Course Groups. So that might be some setup that you need to do. It may not be. So now we are ready to build some plans. So we have our Remote Learning 2020 plan under 4th grade Communication Arts. The unit Remote Learning 2020 under the 4th grade Communication Arts course. And I'm going to create a new plan. So I will name my plan. I'll give it a date. I know at the elementary school they had talked about naming the plans like the week of April 2nd plan, writing plan or whatever, using the date to help the students see which order they're in. You'll also control the order using this date feature here. So lesson description can be a bulleted list of what you're going to be doing. You can type it straight in here. So you can type it in there, you can make a bulleted list. You can click on this pencil over here, and this extends it to where you have some more options. You can have a little table. You can actually create a video using this recording device and audio also. I've been told it needs to last at least 10 seconds, so we're going to attempt that here. So this is our example of the description of the plan. We will say that in this lesson, we will watch a BrainPop video, and then we will have some independent practice, and then you will turn in an assignment to me to review and for some feedback. So it says my recording has been updated. I'll save that, and it's in there. I'll save that as well. Now I have heard that some students have had some issues on some of the Chromebooks with downloading the audio in the past. I don't know if that is still an issue, and I will test it out and let you guys know, but that is an option. There's also a video feature as well, where you can click on this video and you can either create a video of yourself or you can upload a recording that you already have. I've heard that the uploading of the recording works very well. The video recorder doesn't work as well, is also what I have heard. So we can play around with that and see, but those are options. The learning target is you can either leave that blank or you can have in there what the students will be learning. Some notes might be some examples of resources they might, or like materials they might need, like you might need a ball for this PE lesson, or you may need to have a parent help you, etc. Linking standards and skills. So whatever standards are updated in, or uploaded into your course will be what you have access to. And if you need help uploading standards because they aren't, what you need is not there, let us know and we can do a video for that or help you with that. So you just go to your grade level, your content, you find a standard that you are going to be using in this lesson. Oops, sorry. And you can insert and then keep looking to find more. Let's say you have more than one. And then, no, that's not. You can insert and close. So now you can see both of those were added. And the last part of this video is going to be the resources. We went over this in some trainings via Zoom, but I just thought it might be helpful to see it here as well. So you can add a resource. These are your options here. A note is just a text box thing that has the students can see. A page, you can combine some features on the page can be a little bit fancier here, but you can combine two different content blocks. That's what it's called. You can upload a file, an image. You can have a poll where students like vote on something, and then this has like text and images you can type in. So you can add that as a resource, create one of those, or you can just upload something from your Google Drive for students to view, or any other file on your computer. The link is probably the most common because you can add a web link to the BrainPot video, or you can have a video embedded here. So an example might be a read aloud from Dr. Adams here. Apologize for that. Oh, and of course I'm going to move it again. Sorry. You can paste that there and call this the read aloud video. And that will be embedded into the plan for the student. And so we've got that page that we created that's blank right now, and the read aloud video. So we can now toggle to see what this looks like for the student. And the one that I created, I believe, sorry, we've made a lot of fake plans here. So you can see if they're all open on the same day, they just stay a big running title up there. So it is, that end date might be helpful to help clean up the student's view of the page. So we can click through. Let's see if this works. So this is our example of the description of the plan. Well, it works on our end. Knowledge and skills, I didn't have anything in the learning targets. Here's our new page, which right now we don't have anything. The video of the read aloud. So that is what it looks like for the students to walk through. It's also all right here. They can click on those resources that we linked. And we'll do another video in a little bit that shows the activities and the assignments part, which has the feedback and how students will be responding to you through these activities. The last thing I did kind of want to show you, so you can either be done with this now, but I was going to look at the groups part. So let's say that we only wanted those certain students to see maybe this read aloud video because Dr. Adams only has some of these students. So once you link that, you click on that link, you click on these three dots over here and you go to permissions, and you can select who sees this element. So remember I made that test group with just a few students. You can add that and they can be the only ones that see it. Or you can also go by participants and you can say, I really only need these 3 students to see this video. Then you have to add them over to the ones that have permission to see it. So now that everyone in that test group plus these 3 participants are able to see this video, and I can save this. So now whenever we go through the plan, you will see all of the things you uploaded, obviously, here. But this read aloud video will only populate on the screen of those students that we selected. By default, it goes to everyone that's in the course, but by limiting it, you can select specific students or participants to see the resource. You can do the same thing for activities, and we'll cover that in our next video. I hope this was helpful and not too much. Thanks.